biggest anxiety was their students are gone. How do they stay connected with them? How do they know that they're engaged? When you think about it, this is actually the flipped classroom. So the professor shouldn't really be standing up there delivering material, directly via video. What really happens, and what many are doing, is they're recording their lectures, asking the students to watch those lectures, and then having the discussion, face to face, or intermediated via Zoom. I think that was the biggest thing. And then how do they grade the papers? How do they make sure that students are really understanding? It's a challenge, and it requires a level of discipline on the part of the student that most students don't have when they initially go to college. So they're transitioning out of a high school environment where there's a lot of supervision and a lot of people writing them to get their homework done, to college where that's not so much the case. And now they've got all these distractions. Do I want to play World of Warcraft? My social media is going off. I don't have any way to really filter and adjust. And so it's difficult. I think this is one of the reasons why, for example, K-12 is having such a hard time with some of the distance learning. Higher ed, fortunately, has more mature students to deal with, but still, there are issues there. And when you look at kind of the role of higher education, or the university or the college, really, there's a number of things that we rely on our university systems to provide. It's the whole a culture. I can't even say it. It's how you turn students, or high school students, into adults. So there's a socialization impact. There's the benefit of the residence halls. There's the involvement in activities. There's the kind of distancing yourself from your parents and becoming your own person. And all of those things are provided by the university system, and many of those things are going to be much more difficult in a distance learning, work or study from home environment. You start to see splitting of the different service offerings from the university, the different kind of outcomes that people are looking to achieve. And you'll end up with, if you want a degree with particular academics, then you can go one way. If you want job placement, then you can go another way. If you want a cultural, again, I can't say it. If you want that socialization impact, then you'll maybe want a residence experience. For international students, where part of it is being in the United States, or being in the United Kingdom, or Australia, there's still going to be an opportunity there, once the flights and everything else open back up again. But I can't help but believe that this is going to end up putting downward pressure on cost, or rather prices. We've been experiencing this on the material side, the course material side, for a long time. It's a classic conundrum, and I think the general solution is if you don't do it to yourself, somebody else will do it to you. So, and I think there really is a first mover advantage here as you get out there and get the reputation for quality in the particular discipline or degree. You'll attract more students.